Shannon Sharpe is getting sued by a lady that is 20 years old, and attorney Tony Busby, and he claps back. Claps back and he responds. Also, Monique and Shannon talk on Club Shay Shay. Did Monique warn Shannon? Next on the Going Strong podcast with me, Reese Will. Shannon Sharpe is so talented, man. And these men be getting fleeced, man. They get fleeced by these women. It's incredible. These guys are like brilliant. Some of these guys is like rich. It don't matter. They just, I don't know what it is, man. And they earn these big fortunes. They come from nothing. Like I said, with Shannon, it's crazy, man. He came from nothing. You guys know his story, man. Living in the South. You always talk about his grandmother, man. And I like Shannon a lot, man. I mean, I don't, we don't know these guys, but man, he seemed like a dude that you could hang out and kick it with, smart. And Shannon is one of the ones that made me want to do this channel and some of the channels I see, man, because I like the way he do. He get down, man. He's a former football player coming from nothing and just showing his brilliance on how much money he can make, man, and just a likable guy. That's the thing about it. Shannon is likable. It's not a coincidence that he does what he does with the nightcap, Club Shay Shay, on First Take. You know, he was on Undisputed with Skip. And man, it's not a coincidence. This guy is brilliant, man. And a lot of these guys are brilliant, but these women, man, they set these guys up and mow them down, man. It's crazy. Now, he had no business. He got to be more careful. He had no business around this young woman. I question he doing the things he doing. She said he did, the allegations, the assaults, and whatever it is, that they're going through it in live time right now. All these text messages and everything. But we wanted to break some of this stuff down, man. I know it's all over YouTube and all over the internet, but let's break a little bit of this down a little bit to see if we can put our little 2 cents in it. Now we got the audio.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think friends supportive.
Shannon, Shannon said, "Yes, you do." I'm trying to, understand it a little bit. Where you tell somebody you're gonna choke the mess out of them, and some people, they kind of talk like that. But this relationship, I was, listening and reading some of the comments and some of the text messages. They just had like role play, and they kind of talk that way to each other. So I don't know, some people, I'm gonna slap this. I'm gonna choke the mess out of you. I'm gonna kick this. Like it's some people, they just talk like that. So I don't know. It looked bad though, it looked kind of bad. And then you got, Shannon, he come out and he gives a statement. He responds. Let's hear what he says.
Colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Ooh, $50 million. Now they say that Shannon offered $10 million just to get it out the way. I don't know if that's true or not, but $50 million, man. Shannon said this is a shakedown. That's an old school term. This is a shakedown. Now when you hit him with the old school term, that's what what you get. Now I gotta add trying to add Monique to this.
Would be wrong.
Okay.
But someone says Shannon Sharpe don't mess with black women.
Mm-hmm.
And
before you go any further, can I say this?
Please.
My grandmother told me something when I was a little boy. She said, "Boy, never chase a lie."
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Why?
And you never said that, right?
I never said.
Okay, so that's why I said
I got black kids.
That's what I said. I said them babies black.
Yes.
They not confusing.
Yes.
We ain't trying to see if she Latin or Dominican. They black.
Yes.
They mama got black. Everybody that Shannon messed with was black.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Black. Okay? You a football player with a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into a city and you was in your prime,
Yes.
you had your pick. It's no different for a woman. When I went to a city, everybody wanted to be Professor Ogilvy. Hey, and I would pick him. Okay, you look like you could be.
But see, here's the thing. Now, Mo, all of a sudden, you being this fat black woman, it ain't a problem. You gotta remember, I remember you said it was.
Well, let me say this.
First.
It wasn't never a problem with me being a fat black woman, because real black men, they like them in all shapes and sizes, all complexions.
Mm-hmm.
It is these new Negroes that get into she gotta be this way, she gotta be that way. But real black men, if you can bake a pound cake naked, what y'all talking
dating. What advice is somebody if a group of women were in here and they're like, come on, they talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say what you tried to say. Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yes.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she don't have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack, clack. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Monique tried to warn him. Hey, stop messing with them young girls, man. Young girls gonna mess you up. He 50-something years old. He my age, man. He gotta. Hey, you can't ride that train, man. And then you got Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. out here talking. And that's the thing, man. Like, I can't hear somebody talk, and I'm not gonna run out and start talking when I work with you. You supposed to be my cat or whatever, and you on the show talking. What are you talking about? Like, let's listen to Stephen A.
And at least 23 of those cases were settled. So we have an obligation to mention that. So on one hand, going on the offensive to defend himself, I completely understand where Shannon Sharpe is coming from. On the other hand, when his legal team issued out the press release on X yesterday, and they spoke about, they mentioned her name, and they revealed some of those explicit text messages. That was uncomfortable. And I don't know if that's a strategy that would work. One of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is to just lay low and be quiet.
He said that was uncomfortable, and I don't know if that strategy. Why are you even dissecting his situation? And see, that make me wonder if this is a shout out from the, ESPN saying, look, Stephen A., we need you to go out here and tell these folks and kind of put it out there that, by saying it was uncomfortable, hard to listen to, act like he on his side, but he not. Because why are you out here talking? Like, why are you talking about that? Like, and you are part of his, his set. Don't make sense to me.
and let our legal team do it. And we don't always know whether or not that's the right thing to do. I know, and I can tell you all that I spoke to Shannon, not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence. According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt. So where does that leave us? I'd love to tell you that I know the answer to that question, but I don't. I am the executive producer of First Take on ESPN. I recruited Shannon. I went and got him and brought him to ESPN. But I'm not the boss. Those are other folks. There are layers to this, and there are certain layers even I am not on.
And see how he talking? And I've heard some of the people in the industry talking about he may not last past today. I haven't been checking the internet, so I don't know if I'm not up to date on something. But as of right now, I haven't heard nothing. But he talking like that, it sounds like his decisions being made right now on Shannon, coming back to the show.
I can tell you, I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission to say that.
Wow, that's heavy right there. Woo. That's heavy. For them to say from the top, from Disney, the head of Disney or whatever his name was, man, this is crazy. Read some of the comments. Shannon messing around, got caught up. Man. They be seeing you coming. These men, man, you got to understand that it's gonna be hard to. It's always women will take you down, man. But got to be more careful. Yep. These guys get fleeced, man. They be getting fleeced, hammered. Hammered. Let's bring up the picture real quick. Now, this is a girl. I guess her name is Carly or something I forget what they said. It was on Instagram. Shannon had said her name, got the name that she used on her OnlyFans, but her real name is Carly. This is the girl that the accuser, whatever. Man, Stephen A out here blasting, but I believe he was put up to this. Sounds like it because he's putting out everything, saying he talked to Shannon, he talked to the owner of Disney, just spewing out everything, man.
I don't know what that means. In my perfect world, this equates to Jay-Z, where the case ultimately dropped and Shannon is allowed to continue on First Take and continue to thrive and shine. And not just that, and have an illustrious career in the podcast stratosphere, doing Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, doing Club Shay Shay, and ultimately gets this $100 million deal that he was all over the news about to sign just a couple of days before this report came out. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false. But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is and how emphatic his client is proclaiming that she is right and she's telling the truth.
He said in a perfect world, he would just go away. And I'm telling you, man, it's like they gonna kick him off the show. And I wonder, I don't know the particulars on who owns Nightcap and Club Shay Shay. I know he always say that I'm a sole proprietor. So if all else fails, do he still get to do his show on Club Shay Shay or, Nightcap? Or do they own that too? I mean, because his podcast, him and just don't make sense, man. So I'm just interested. I'm just sitting back watching it. Wanted to come on here and do a show and bring up some of those. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know the new news. So we about to find out. But we on our way to 1,600 subscribers. Man, we really rolling. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, if you like this content, like and subscribe. And let's keep on rolling. Appreciate y'all. See you on the next video.